All right, guys, I think I have it recording now. So hopefully I'll be able to post this video later. So when you're confused, you can just say, oh, you said you made a video for me. Let me rewatch it at my own pace. All right, everybody ready on number 4? What should I do first? I should add that 20 to the other side. I want to move C to the other side. Let's get it over there. Leave yourself a space. I get 30. A has to be 1. If A is not 1, you can't do anything. So what am I going to do now? Divide everybody by 10. All right, now I'm ready for my magic number. What is it?
1.
1 in this case. I'm taking half of B. So half of 2 is 1, and then I square that number. 1 squared is 1, so I just add 1 to both sides. On the left, I just factor that. I want factors the one that adds to be 2. What are they? 1 and 1, so I write it like that. On the right, 3 plus 1, that's just 4. So now what do I do? Square root both sides. What do you have to remember when you take a square root? Positive and negative. Square root of 4 is
2.
And now what do I do? I gotta subtract that 1 to the other side. Please get in the habit of taking whatever number you're moving over, you're gonna shove it up in front there. So it's -1 plus -2. Are we done?
No.
No, because we can actually do that. So if I do -1 plus 2, I get 1, and -1 minus 2 is -3. That's it. Yep, it's on the back. So just, this is the exact same setup as you're gonna see tomorrow. You're gonna have 6 on the front that I want you to complete the square with. 4 will be nice, where B is the nice number. I do give you 2, where B is odd. So just like, see how 5 and 6, B ends up being odd? Same thing you're gonna have tomorrow.
3 is not nice, even though it's in
Oh, really?
there. We actually got below depression.
Oh, yeah. All right, so should we try one where B is on? Okay. How about 6? Why not? My steps are exactly the same. It's just that I'm gonna be dealing with a fraction here. Too bad, so sad. All right, step 1. Yep. That's a great question.
Is the direction says that?
I'm undecided on that.
That's fine.
Now, sometimes you may not have an option, right? You like some of these, yes, you can factor, like number 4 could have been factored. So some of them you won't be able to. I'll make a decision. Let's say this, you are going to have to be able to complete the square and do quadratic formula tomorrow. Maybe I'll give some flexibility and maybe I'll say these ones have to be completing the square, these ones have to be completing the quadratic formula, and these you can do your choice. I might do something like that. All right. Half of B and the square. All right, let's do number 6, completing the square. Step 1, we're gonna move C to the other side. We're gonna move over that 20. R squared plus 9R, leave a space, -20. Now, I want half of B, and I'm gonna square it. 9 over 2 would be half of it, right? And then I wanna square it, so that means times it by another 9 over 2.
So you shouldn't use those. No, it makes it harder.
Wouldn't you reduce down by?
Nope, well, if you multiply straight across, what's 9 times 9 is? Over 4.
Oh.
That's my magic number here is 81 over 4. I took half of B and I squared it.
No. No.
I can.
No.
But you can't simple reduce a fraction by square rooting. All right, so I'm gonna add 81/4 to both sides.
Oh, shit. We didn't put the 20, -20 for 1.
Yep. So I'll put this over 1 so that they're fractions. Now, on the left, Normally, we're factoring this. Oh my gosh, it's a crazy fraction. Luckily, there's that pattern that we talked about. What am I gonna put in here? Who can tell me? What goes inside that parenthesis?
R plus
Plus.
A1. No. Minus.
Yes, it's always half of that number. Always. On the right-hand side, yeah, I gotta do a little bit of math. I gotta add these two fractions together. So I need common denominators. So I'll multiply the first fraction by 4/4. So I'm really going to be combining negative 80/4 plus 81/4.
So,
Hey, negative 80/4 really is negative 20, right? So I didn't actually change anything. Everything's still fine.
how did you
How'd I get what?
1.
negative
81/4.
Because I had negative 20/1, but I need these denominators to be the same. So I multiplied that first fraction by 4/4. So I have negative 80/4, and now I can combine those two. So I get a positive 1/4. That's my right-hand side. Now my left-hand side, I still have R plus 9/2 squared. And now what do I do? Square root both sides. So what do I now have on the right-hand side?
Oh.
Yes, 1/2, positive and negative. Don't forget positive and negative. When you take a square root of a fraction, you just take the square root of the top and the bottom. Square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2. And now yep, I'm gonna minus the 9/2 to the other side. We're so close here. So now I'm just gonna stick that up in front, negative 9/2 plus minus 1/2. I can actually do this out though, so I should. What's negative 9/2 plus 1/2? Negative 8/2, which is really just negative 4, and then we go along the bottom. Negative 9/2 minus 1/2. Negative 10/2 or negative 5.
Would be wrong if we did simplify it.
I mean, I might take off. I wouldn't write the whole thing wrong, but. All right, let's do one quadratic formula one before we pack up, just so in our video, we have one of everything. All right, Grace, pick a number from 7 to 10. 7 to 10. 8. All right, 8. Okay, let's look at 8. So quadratic formula, I'm gonna give it to you. So you don't even have to memorize it. Negative b plus minus big old square root b squared minus 4ac. And the whole thing is over 2a. All right, oh, let's list our A, B, and C over on the side. Guys, what's A? 9, B is, and C is?
I would read that.
Yes, all right, let's go for it. 12 plus minus, big old square root. Negative 12 squared minus 4 times 9 times negative 1. All over 2 times A.
It's not.
And now we're just evaluating.
Switch it. Yeah, you take a bunch of them. Yeah. And then.
Guys, stay with me here. We're getting a little chatty, but I know people gotta make sure that they know what they're talking about for tomorrow. What is the sign of my numbers gonna be when I multiply negative 4 times 9 times negative 1? Yes, positive 36. All over 2 times 9 is 18. All right, and now I'm just gonna figure out 144 and 36 is 180. So now I'm here, 12 plus minus square root of 180 over 18. 180 is not a perfect square. So I'm just gonna come over here real quick. I'm gonna take 180 and see if there is a perfect square that goes into it. Yeah, I think it's 36 is our biggest, 36 and 5. Okay, so isn't that really 6 root 5? Okay, so we're almost there.
Can you divide them all by square root?
So we'll have 6 root 5 over 18. And now I just checked these three numbers, 12, 6, 18. Do they all have a number that I can divide by? 6. So my final answer, 2 plus minus, you can write the 1, you don't have to write the 1, it doesn't matter, over 3. Done.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,